Peace. This is your brother, the lone low life with the home sewn garment, the Boricua with the build, the true and living God stepping in score, Sunez, aka Skillers Trader Low, your host for the Duck Down Dive, where I'm going to take you back in time through the Duck Down catalog for musical appreciation of select LP devastation. For this episode, we're going to go to Canada and build on the God Raz Fresco's debut LP, Pablo Frescobar, released on Duck Down Music in 2015. Now, I first met Raz Fresco during the 2014 Show and Prove event of the 5% Nation of Gods and Nerds. Now, this Show and Prove event, the annual event, where Gods and Nerds, 5%ers, and builders all over the world come and celebrate the best part of our nation, the children, the future. This is where I met Raz Fresco, known as I Power Allah. He was exactly what we celebrate in our nation when I met him. He was humble, excited to learn, and yet confident to share the knowledge he studied with distinct understanding. He didn't rhyme for me, thankfully. As the God-born king introduced us, I already knew he could rhyme anyway. But he did tell me that the cover of his debut album was going to be a collage of books and other things that meant a lot to him, from the seminal work from Chancellor Williams, The Destruction of Black Civilization, to even a book I co-edited and wrote crucial essays in, The Knowledge of Self Anthology. Now, the cover was what he said, and it was filled with his influences, from the Purple Tape, Polo Sport, Duffel Bag, another seminal work, Ancient Future by Wayne B. Chandler, to his own Book of Life. That's the book with our nation's universal flag on it, right? The 7 in the center of the 8-point sun, right? Basically, it's one's personal set of supreme mathematics, supreme alphabet, 120 lessons, and any and all research that one has personally gathered from the gods and their studies crucial to the studying of the knowledge itself. And the album itself? It was a precocious set of songs from a pure stylist MC who self-produces an entire album of nearly every beat type to display all the techniques. Each track is co-signed to a subject or theme, but an essence of style that focuses in inflections, pauses, exclamations, and punctuated words into a brilliantly subtlety of intelligence and depth that lingers more with each listen. For Raz, the mic is a way to funnel his energy as he self-produces the music that will ignite his intensity and direct his ideas. As on Warning Shots Murder, he goes through his autocratic verse a cappella, a fiery homonym-laced wordplay that introduces his bassline drums and his loop monotone hums and drops jewels in a style that makes them sound like bedazzled and bejeweled rapper of the bewildered Billboard ripped it, versing so many lives lost over live wars. Be a king, nigga, not a fool. Use your mind more, 24/7 on my grizzly till my eyes sore. Be a queen for me, pop that pussy for me. Went behind doors, gotta learn about the dark side so you shine more. Higher source, I just tap in so I'm fly, of course. To then have the beat switch up to a drawn out bass line, press, and a sharp and slowed classic break where he slows the rhyme to a chant and builds in a grinding tempo. Every young black nigga is wanted dead or alive. None of my cats got 9 lives. I've been the illest since 9 to 5. They plotting on me, plotting homicide. It's cause they infinite greed, breed, limitless schemes, weave intricately. Wow, that's why I Dillinger thief from the elite, cause they do it in the Middle East. I hope I'm doing it justice. Now up north fills the space with light tones and a very sparse drum slap and distant bass drums that hang, all of which let him weave between verses that are spitfire and up-tempo pacing, while the choruses can be chanted in the slow groove, achieving the anthem for his region. Fresco also works track types that suck for 99% of rappers as down, with a lonely bass drum and snares occasionally snaring to make the trap slow flow. Still, his MCing is clever, filled with perfect syllable syncopation, which serves as the rhythm that isn't really there. A style is disguising a serious content, and unlike most of today's youngest MCs, whose styles are often angst-ridden and pathetically emotional, Raz is a solution-filled after sharing the vivid details of the transgressions he hells through to write. The lyricism strikes from tracks as All I See, and it's layering to the smooth, shrewd word choices of Scarface Villas, the MC chronicling of Come See Ya Nigga, to the incredible LP closing verse of Equinox, where he builds life changes, life stages, surrounded by devils in danger. Against my nature, I release the anger through the paper to make the half, that make the Hall of Famer. Play the game or you get played, a player peep the Sega Genesis of this, no beginning or end to this. Metamorph the intelligence, see me one with the elements. Out of waters of melanin to this body, I settled in everlasting life through the seed. I plant the essence in what you listen to the messenger or messages. Me, I peep the wisdom in and between the sentences. Cause phony men pull your energy like scorpion to suffer here. But they know who been the G on their compass square. I got the vision 360 ecliptic. Build with my son cause I see the sun in him. But mental poison in they denims. Go with the times or your time's ending. As above, so below. Seen hell to find heaven. Yes, it is. Same shit up there is down here, man. You know. Whew. Musically, the diversity he challenges himself is broad, from the thick bass lines of Cortez Nikes, the oral art pieces of cascading sounds, cymbal crashes, and stuttered drums. I'm live from Hades, Blood of Slaves, or the doubled boom bap, ticking drum work of another nigga. Now, I said back in a PremierHipHop.com article published in 2015 that the future of Raz Fresco has so many possibilities that a debut as this is only as an amazing testament to massive potential, a most rare of debuts, as most good to great MCs develop this technical variety as veterans. With socially aware content and a spiritual science and solution, many enjoyed listens to decode the wealth of technique, cleverness, and insight is mandatory. Now, since that first meeting in this debut LP, I've had personal builds and interviews with Raz and written of his work plenty, where he is certainly one of today's brilliant extended verses, as I like to call them. That is, those MCs that are having those prime years with over 4 albums sent to us yearly, as he did with the 9 LP Magneto Was Right series that was exceptional. Now, in my Reel of 2022 book, I described them as having the charisma, the excitement of variegation in his beat sounds, arrangements, and his MC text from tempos, word usage, and selection and thematic persona of a 5%er, the original black man with knowledge of self, hustling fly through a hellish world, becoming ever more defined. It is so much work he releases, yet one can hear refinement from release to release. And these developments are profound. Very profound. And it's been a joy to see the God build through many trials and tribulations, see him learn, grow, and create uplifting art to the world. Peace to the God, Raz Fresco, and peace to Duck Down Music. And if there's any album you'd like to hear me build on, let us know in the comments. Until next time, I'm Sunez, aka Skillustrator Low, and this has been another Never Respect Fake broadcast. Peace.